guys, and welcome back to another episode of Saving Schalke. This is episode 4. So we're currently sat in 3rd place in the league. We're on 41 points from 21 games. Look at the most recent form. We did have the Christmas break, but we last was there against St. Pauli. We've been in quite good form recently, winning our last 2 games. 5-0 being a great game, but we're mid-February now, so we've been through the transfer window. As you can see, we've got a few people leaving us, joining us, so let's go through the ins. So these will be all free transfers. Didn't do any more transfer coming in for this season. The only one that we had sold was Salif Sane. So he was a centre-back. His contract was running up at the end of the year. Wasn't going to renew it, so I thought might as well cash in 500k, and that 500k went into some new players. So we're bringing Galore in for next season. Looks like a really good left-back. He will be playing week in, week out, especially with Pellegrini going back. We've got this guy coming in. Just thought might as well have him as a backup. It doesn't look too bad for stats. Edin will refer to him as. Blanco, once again, very good player. You can't really complain at that. And finally, his contract was up at West Ham at the end of the season. I thought, let's bring him in. Love Mark Noble, West Ham fan through and through, so just thought I might as well bring him in. But there was a few people that I missed out on. So I went in for this Matthias Arezzo, missed out on him. Looks like a very good player. He's going to Valencia at the end of the season. Went in for this Bright as well, but he's signing for Hertha Berlin. Looks like a decent centre-back. Was only going to be a backup or something like that. Left-footed as well. Preferably would like a left-footed centre-back coming in, but he's gone to Hertha Berlin, so missed out on him. So yeah, that's all the players that are coming in for next season and the players that I've missed out on. But for now, we've got a game against Fortuna Dusseldorf, who sit in 4th place, who are on the same points as us. We're only above them on goal difference. Let's head straight into this game. So we're away from home. Fortuna Dusseldorf are playing a 4-2-3-1, similar to us. We've made one change to the side for this game, and we've brought in Thomas back in at left back because Pellegrini's got a slight knock, so I didn't want to risk him. I know it's a big game, but hopefully we'll get the win no matter what. So yeah, they're sat in 4th place. Let's get into this. First highlight is Thomas on the left hand side with throw-in. Plays it up to Tevez, knocks it inside to Sidi Sane. Cross to Scott. Out to our right back. Back to Paulson. Across to Kevin. Plays it forwards to Motica. Motica with the ball in. It's deflecting, keeper's struggling there, but he just saves it in time and doesn't go in the back of the net. Still 0-0. So we're 15 minutes in and nothing else has really happened in this game so far. As you can see, we're getting a lot of shots in. I've slightly tweaked everyone's positioning, and it looks like it's somewhat working at the moment. We realistically should be ahead with the dominant XG, but let's hope we can get this goal soon. And they've got a throw in on the right hand side. Thomas goes in for a challenge but doesn't win it. They're driving past, I believe that was Scott in the centre midfield. They've got the ball in. Oh, what a save by Luka Podlek. He tips it wide to keep it at 0-0 for now. 24 minutes gone and they've got a corner. They'll put this corner in with Prib. Get a header to it and it's just over the bar. Luka Podlek looked in no man's land when the ball came in, but we got lucky there. So they've got a free kick here with their goalkeeper. Plays it to the right hand side. We win the header. Keep hold of the ball with Paulson here. Up to Motica. Plays it back to our right back. Plays inside to Paulson. Keeping the ball quite nicely. Scott to our right back. Up to Motica. Yeah, just keeping the ball quite nicely there. Paulson's driving with it slightly. Into Kevin. Across to Thomas. Plays it through to Sidi Sane, who'll get across into Motica, who slots it in back of the net. So that's 1-0 Schalke after 26 minutes. It was a lovely, well-worked goal. Kept the ball quite nicely. And as you can see, Thomas played that nice cutting ball through to Sidi Sane. Takes a touch, crosses it in to Motica, and he slots it in for 1-0 Schalke. So this win will take us up to second in the league, overtaking House and Klein. But yeah, Sane's had a good game so far. Motica, Scott and Luka Podlek along with Thomas playing that lovely through ball for Sane. So it's now half time. We're currently 1-0 up. We've been by far the best side out of the two of them. Both sides have had chances, but we've looked the better. I'm quite happy with the way the team's playing at the moment, so I won't make any changes as of yet, but could make a few changes coming up soon, bringing on Ransford Dubois for Joe Gelhardt, but we'll just have to wait and see. So an hour gone now, we're going to make that change that I spoke about at half time. I would like to get Ransford Dubois into goal scoring form. He's been playing quite badly as of late. Might make another change. Let's bring on Drexler for Sane. Let's keep Sane for big matches because I really like the way that he plays. I think this highlight is just because I've made some changes, so I wouldn't expect it to come to anything, but you never know. There we go, came to nothing in the end. So it looks like their free kick on the left hand side, ball comes in, they win the header, Podlek saves and it falls back out to them, and they've put it in the back of the net, so that's disappointing. Good save by Podlek to start with, but we need to pick it up again to get this victory. Got 20 minutes to get this goal to win the game, but yeah, good save by Podlek there, but then shots across him, can't really do much about that. No one was closing him down just inside the box, so that's 1-1 now. 15 minutes to go now. I'll make my final change. Think I'm going to bring off Latza for Rodrigo in the midfield. Just trying something different. But yeah, I've got 15 minutes to get this goal that we desperately need to win the game. I reckon this is just another highlight to do with the changes. But Thomas is driving, Kevin is driving forward with it, plays it out to our right back, plays it up to Motica. Is that through for Ransford Dubois? No. But he forces it back to their keeper. Are we going to win the header here? No. And it falls through to Luka Podlek in goal. Out to Thomas on the left hand side. Up to Latza. Out to Drexler, who loses the ball but then wins it back instantly, and back to Kevin. Yep. It's a Duff highlight. 5 minutes to go. Both of us have looked like we should have scored, but ultimately at the end of the day we've got better XG, so can we pip them in the last few moments. 4 minutes of additional time. Doesn't look like there's going to be a final highlight here, so it looks like it's going to end in a 1-1 draw. That does push us into second in the league, but they've got a game in hand, House and Klein. So we did look comfortable at parts during that game, and ultimately we should have won. But we'll come back for the second game in the episode, hoping that we can win. We're playing against Paderborn, who are currently sat in 8th in the league on 29 points. So hopefully we can get the victory over them. So see you in a sec. So we're here back for the second game of the episode. As you can see, Holston Klein, they lost their game in hand on us to go above us or even draw level with us. So we sit second. All of us are playing at 1:30 today. We are playing Paderborn, which they've dropped down to 10th in the league. As hopefully we can get into a win. I've had to make a few changes for the team for this game. So You've got Latza, who actually picked up too many yellow cards. We've stuck Powson in the centre midfield and brought in Malik, so he looks like he's a decent youngster. So let's just get straight into this game. So we're at home in our blue strip today, and they're playing in their red strip, so hopefully we can get the win. So they've got a throw in on their left hand side here, throw it into their centre midfielder, who knocks it back to their left back. No, none of our players are pressing them at the moment, so the ball goes down to the left midfield, and you've got Motica adding slight pressure. Scott wins the ball back in centre midfield, and it falls to Motica on our right hand side, who's driving. Ball almost goes out of play there, but he keeps it in. Ball comes across for Sidi Sane, who knocks it across, and it can't beat the first man, but he picks it up on the same side, has a shot, falls to Motica, and he plays it against their defender. Will he get there first? Yes, he will. Ball goes into Sane, loses out on the header. And Thomas is just going, well, I don't know what he did there. He just drove it out of play for no reason. So we're 20 minutes into the game now. We've had 4 shots to their none, so it looks like we're dominating the game. But you can also see that Fortuna Dusseldorf are losing 1-0 and Holstein Klein winning 1-0, so they jump above us into second in the league, and we currently sit third. But yeah, hopefully it's half an hour now. We've only had that one highlight in the game so far, so let's hope we get a few more. Talking about highlights, got a free kick here with Carlos Tevez, plays the ball over, their defender wins the ball, but Kevin's going to pick this up on the edge of the area, plays it back to Thomas, who plays it into Scott. Powson on the ball now, out to Thomas. So we're keeping the ball quite nicely here. Nice little turn from Scott there to play it to Kevin, who drives forward with it somewhat, slots it through to Motica, goes inside, plays it to Scott. So we work the ball nicely out to Thomas on the left hand side, who plays it inside to Sane, who beats his man, plays the ball across to Joe Gelhardt, who slots it in. 1-0 Schalke. That's his 12th goal of the season. He has looked really good, and I'm glad that he scored a goal, because he needed to get that goal to bring up his confidence. He'd gone a few games without scoring, so like I was saying, nice ball in. Sane beats his man with his pace, slots it across, simple ball across for Joe to slot past keeper. So it's 1-0 to Schalke. Free kick with Carlos Tevez, ball comes over, and it looks like Powson won the header, but they're going to VAR for what they're saying he was offside. Going to be interesting to see. VAR, what do they say? Oh, it looks like they've given it. So Powson just wins a powerful header to put it underneath the goalkeeper. Yeah, as you can see that he's onside here. But yeah, great header from Powson. Tevez with the lovely free kick across. So that's 2-0 Schalke. So it's coming up to half time now. We're closing the gap to 4 points, and the team at the top of the league. Fortuna Dusseldorf is still losing, and Holstein Klein are winning 3-1 at the moment. But as you can see, they've not posed a threat at all this game. So we're looking quite comfortable. I know the team are capable of better, because we've seen it with the 5-0 victory. So let's just get straight into the second half. So they've picked up the ball here, tried to play a ball over, but Kevin's head's in the way, and it falls to their centre back. Tries to play the ball over the top. They win it over Kevin, and the shot's just wide. Podlak did look like he was scrambling across the goal, but it's still 2-0 to Schalke. So they've got it back at their centre-back position. He tries to play a long ball over the top. Kevin misjudges it again, but recovers quickly enough to pick up the ball and play it out to our right-back, who's having a decent game at the moment on 7.0. Powson plays the ball over to Sane. What's he going to do here? Tries to cut it back, then manages to cut it back to Joe, and he slots it away for his second goal of the game to make it 3-0 Schalke. So that was quite a nice worked goal. Lovely ball over from Powson here into the space for Sane to drive. Tries to play ball back here, comes back to him, and Joe just slots it past the keeper to make it 3-0. So we're playing quite well in this game, and our goal difference is looking a lot stronger on a 23 plus at the moment. So got half an hour of the game left. I'm going to make first substitution. Thomas is going to come on for Pellegrini. I'm going to try and keep Joe on to get his hat trick, but I would like to bring Ransford Yeboah back on at some point. So we're going to make the substitution here. There we are. 20 minutes to go now. As you can see, there is somewhat of a runaway pack. So that's 7 points between 4th and 5th in the league. So we do look quite comfortable to be battling for promotion, being mid-February at the moment. Pellegrini on the left-hand side here. Ball comes in. Poulsen loses out, but it falls to Tevez. Tevez plays it over to Scott. Back to Kevin at centre-back, driving forward with it. Plays it out to the right-hand side for our right-back, who plays it back to Scott. Plays it back to our right-back, who puts the ball in just over everyone, but Sane picks it back up, cuts it back for Joe, and there we are. That's 3 for him today and makes it 4-0 to Schalke. So on that note, I will be bringing off Joe for Ransford Yeboah, and I will also bring off Scott. And who should I bring on? Let's have a quick look. I'm going to bring on Drexler in the centre of the park. But that was a lovely worked goal just over Sane's head, who cut it back again. So 10 minutes to go. It's been quite a comfortable game. Time's just ticking away now. We've got almost a 2xG compared to their 0.12, but we're winning 4-0 overall. As you can see, Joe has had a brilliant game on a 9.1, and so has Sidi Sane. Just gone down from a 9 to an 8.9. But with his 3 assists, it's looked really comfortable for us the whole way through today's game. Time's just ticking away here, and it looks like it's going to be a 4-0 victory for us today, moving us more to a comfortable position in second in the league. There we go, full-time whistle goes. So if anyone's interested in the sort of formation that we're playing at the moment, we're playing a 4-2-3-1, and that's the sort of tactics that we're going with. So yeah, it's working quite well for me recently, as you can see from the last handful of games. From that point onwards, look quite comfortable. So next point we'll come back at. I think we'll come back for. I'm gonna fit 2 more episodes in, so let's come back for Hanover. Or should we come back for Dynamo Dresden and top of the league, and then the final game of the season we'll come back for and do a season review. So yeah, we'll come back for the Dynamo Dresden away and top of the league and see how well we can do against this little patch. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure if you enjoy, you like and subscribe to our channel for more content similar to this, and share amongst your friends. And thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.